Hey, what is going on? Tony here from LearnAutoBodyandPaint.com, and in this quick video we're going to answer 4 questions from Autobody subscribers. So I hope you enjoy the quick little show. If you're totally new watching this, if you want to learn more about DIY auto body, professional auto body, check out LearnAutoBodyandPaint.com. To get your free 85-page booklet. All you got to do if you're watching YouTube is click over here if you're on mobile, or down below on desktop to get that free book. We got free trainings, tons of videos, and even a VIP section where you can learn so much more. So let's get into this first question from Andy. He lives in the UK. So he says, Tony, I have an interesting problem that requires an experienced and honest answer. In the UK, many of the classic cars that are really prized are those that are in as-found condition and have only had mechanical upgrades or repairs. This leaves the external paint with the patina of years of honest use. However, where there has been damage to the body that has been repaired badly, very often with heavy use of filler rather than sympathetic panel beating, how does one approach the repair while maintaining the honesty of the original finish? It's an interesting problem, and one that I'm not sure how to overcome. Perhaps it's like repairing an old master painting where the damage is faked to resemble the original aged canvas. I would appreciate your thought on this. So it's exactly what you said. You have to make the repairs and kind of repair it like it was aged. Okay, so the #1 pointer I will give you is to use a single stage paint. Don't use the newer paints. All right, a lot of the newer paints from the late 90s late 80s, early 90s, 93, 4, 5, they started using a lot of base coat, clear coat, urethane paints. But if you go back, okay, if you go back in time, you will notice the single stage paint jobs, which you see on my 67 Chevelle that I'm showing you a video clip of right now. You see how this car literally has the patina look. It's been painted, I think, at least once, because if I look in the door jambs, I can see that it was painted. But you can see the run there. If I do a pause, if I pause in right here, you can see that little run. I don't know if you see my mouse, but that was a single stage enamel run right over here. I'm pointing it out right over there. You see that above my finger, about 1 inch. Okay, and if you look close enough, you will see, let me brighten up my screen, maybe this will help. You will see some body filler scratches in some areas. Okay, so this is basically just kind of like surface rust, as you can see. I did not start the body work on this project, but I actually do plan on giving this thing a complete paint job, making it look really nice. So that's what I want to do, because I can, right? I think the patina look is really nice, but because I can and because I do this, I want to put a fresh, clean paint job on this thing, and that will be the next step. So what I would recommend is, #1, like I said, use the old style paints. Use an acrylic enamel to do your repairs. And just do your repairs. Panel beat it, take out the dent, do your body filler, and just touch up that one section. It is what it is, and over time, as you drive it, you're going to get a scratch or a chip on that fender, which you repaired, which is going to give it that aged look. I'm actually doing the stereo system as we speak. I literally just shot this video, guys, minutes before uploading this video to you guys today. So just showing you guys my 67 Chevelle project. It's literally on the road. We just had new tires put on. The engine is completely done. I'll have more update videos for you guys on this. All right. So just back to the question here. That's how I would tackle it. Just use an older system as far as paint goes. Do your body work and paint, and maybe even purposely put a run in it. Run it a little bit. You know what I mean? And that's that, and as you drive it, you will get that aged look, and if you really want to kind of give it that aged look, throw some dirt in the bottom of the paint job, just throw some dust on it or something. That's the only way I can say is to give it that look. I mean, you have to you have to beat it up to give it that look. So maybe do your body repair job, you know, get a key, scratch it, spray some black faded, you know, spray paint on the bottom somewhere. You know, that's how they give it the patina look. Sometimes it is all faked. You know, people sand the hood down, let it sit in the weather with the basic metal hood, let it rust, and then they'll scuff that and they'll put some clear on it. Some people like to put clear on a patina rusted out look. So it's really just using art, you know, your art eye, your vision, and creating something that looks aged. It's pretty much it. All right. But then again, like I said, I would finish with a older paint system, like a single stage paint. All right. Hope that helps, Andy, all the way from the UK. And this is what I like about doing these Q&As, because we get people talking from you know, writing in questions from all around the world, and it's pretty cool. Some people don't have great English, and a lot of these I just copy and paste directly. So sometimes grammar and spelling is all off, but it is what it is. Okay, here's another question from Evan. Thanks, Tony. I already got it. I'm not sure what he's talking about there. By the way, I want to ask you, I have a car that already have two colors, which is gray from factory and blue from the second owner. So I guess it was a gray car factory, second owner painted it blue. If I want to paint it with the same color, can I sandpaper it and then paint to blue, or do I need to put primer first? Well, if it's already blue, you don't have to prime paint that looks okay. Okay, if you're doing body work and you have to prime, you know, you have to prime body work, right? If you're doing some filler or you're sanding and you got down to metal to some areas, you gotta basically prime that and finish it off and feather it in with the rest of the paint. Okay, this is exactly what I talk about and show you step by step in VIP as well. But no, you do not have to prime the whole car to paint it blue again. You could just have your blue car sanded down if it looks good, feather all the edges out. If you have clear coat faded, sometimes it's too bad where you have to prime it. Okay, you have to seal it. But for the most part, you don't have to. It's hard to really tell you without looking at your car. But if you want to be on the safe side and you want to get a really good paint job, then yes, prime the whole thing with 2K filler primer, block it out with 400 to 500 grit, and give it some paint. Hopefully that helps, Evan. Next one. Hello, Tony. My name is Leroy, 41 years old, from the Netherlands. I appreciate your tutorials and info on the bodywork and spraying. I have two projects that I'm trying to restore to as good as I can get them. With your info, and I dare to try it myself. A normal paint job here will cost, for a Caprice Classic, about 5,000 to 7,000 euro. And I did the math on that. So 7,000 euro is about $7,800, which is pretty much normal for a classic paint job. You know, the body shops will charge you anywhere from 5 grand to 20 grand for a paint job, depending on the level, the amount of work, the quality that you're looking for. You know, paint jobs can work with any budget. You know, you can get a paint job done for 500 bucks. It's just you get what you pay for in material and in craftsmanship and workmanship, right? And they do everything for that. For that kind of money, I can try a few times in my own garage. I have one question that I could not find on the internet. I have a 250 liter compressor, okay, and I did the math on this. This comes out to about a 66 gallon air tank, which is a good size. I'm not sure what this means. Thank 15 kW. When I see kW, I see kilowatts. That puts out 15 kilo. I'm not sure. This is not really an air measure. When I'm spraying, after a few sprays, the compressor will kick in. Do I have to stop spraying till it's ready to click off? No. You can actually, on your compressor, on every compressor, there is a gauge where you can set to where your compressor kicks off and kicks on. Okay, so my compressor is an American, you know, American-made compressor. It's a 60-gallon air compressor tank with a 5-horsepower motor, and it basically stops filling up at 150 pounds. Once it gets down to about, I think it was like 100 or 120. I don't remember. It'll kick back on again until it fills up. But because the motor is big, right, and it has a lot of pumping volume, CFM, right? It'll compress air. I have a 2-stage compressor here, so it compresses air really quick, and you have no problem. So as long as you have a pretty good motor size, I'm not sure if you have a single stage or a dual stage compressor. Single stage means you only have one piston filling up your air tank. 2 stages if you have 2 pistons filling up. So you get quicker volume and rebound time in your motor filling up your air tank, right? But normally, I mean, for that size compressor, 66 gallon, compressor, was it a 66 gallon? Let me see what I had on Google here. Where is Googly Google? Where is Googly Google Eyes? 66 gallons. Yes, 66 gallons. So, I mean, I think you're fine, because it'll kick off. The only reason why it kicks on is because it has to stay within those meters. You're not down to 20 pounds of pressure where you don't have enough air coming out, right? So I think you're good. You didn't give me enough information for me to work with, but I assume that you are good. You don't have to stop painting if your compressor clicks on and off, okay? It should adjust because when you're spraying, you're not using that much volume, especially if you're using a low volume, low pressure spray gun. And I really recommend the Atom X20 or Atom X27 spray guns, the low volume, low pressure if you want to save on air consumption when painting. Check out those guns, really cool guns. Now, the last question from Robert P. I purposely kind of left out the last names of everybody. I don't want to, give away too much, so I just basically delete your last name. When changing colors on a paint job, should I take it all the way down to the plastic if there isn't any body work to be done on it? How should I tackle this project? Well, no, you don't want to take it down to plastic. Okay, so if you have paint on a plastic bumper cover, okay, a lot of the bumper covers now are plastic. Saturn cars are part plastic, but there's same paint on it, same process. Okay. You don't have to take it all the way down. All you have to do is scuff the existing paint on top of it with like a 400 to 500 grit scuff mark. Okay, water sand it, wet sand it down. You could even dry sand it down, get it smooth, and you could paint right on top of that. Actually, a sanded down single stage paint or a 2-stage paint like base coat, clear coat is a great foundation to paint over directly. All right, so that's a good sealer to paint right over. So no, you don't have to take it all the way down to plastic. If you do have a bare plastic piece, you're going to want to use something called the Bulldog adhesion promoter, where you just spray it on and then you can just let it dry. Okay, it's just like a tack coat you give it, so your primers can stick to it. And then I would sand down your primer, put a 2K primer on bare plastic, sand it down 400 to 500 grit, and then you can go ahead and paint base coat, clear coat right over that. All right. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick little session, Q&A session. Comment below. Let me know what you think. If you want to ask more questions, please do so in the comments below. I have literally a ton of questions that I want to start doing these videos on. I'm going to start releasing these videos little by little, and you'll be getting them a lot quicker, actually. So hopefully you like this style. Let me know what you think. Here is some video footage of me working on some projects here. You can see kind of in my video editing software. I can go over a lot of things here. If your question relates to bodywork, I can show you things like this, which is really, really cool. So this is bare plastic here, and I am doing body filler right over that. Okay, and you can do body filler right over bare plastic like this, and then seal it with a 2K filler primer, right? I actually used adhesion promoter on this before that, spray primer, and then you finish it off, and the truck comes out like this. I don't know if we have a closer bumper cover fitment. Well, you get the idea of how the truck came out at the ending. There's the front bumper cover. Came out really, really, really cool. So that's it, guys. Please like the video, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Ask more questions down below. And if you want to get a free 85-page booklet on auto body and paint, just click right over here. If you're on mobile, click that. Click the link below if you're on a desktop. There's tons of articles and videos at learnautobodyandpaint.com, including my comprehensive auto, body, and paint course, which teaches you everything A to Z on auto body. And if you're looking for some awesome spray guns, here's doing some buffing here. Check out Zula.com. They have excellent guns. The Atom spray guns are my go-to guns right now. They're the only guns I use. They are freaking incredible. It's Tony here. Talk to you soon, guys. Peace out. And the reason why I'm wearing these glasses are because I have this light in front of me here, and it just hurts my eyes when I'm like that. So I just want to make sure you guys can see me pretty well, and you know, the light not killing my eyes when I make these Q&A videos. So have a good day, guys. Talk to you soon. Peace out.